Welcome to The Explainer. You know, sometimes the most powerful stories aren't in novels or movies. They're hidden away in really dry places, like legal documents. And today, we're going to unpack one of those. It's this single, incredibly dense legal memo from a man facing eviction, and get this, it was sent just days before Christmas.
I mean, wow. This one line just kicks everything off, doesn't it? It tells you right away, this is not your average legal filing. No, this is a raw, emotional statement. It's a cry for help from someone who feels like the entire system has just completely let them down.
Okay, so let's dig in. What is this thing we're looking at? What exactly is this urgent memorandum? And why is it so, compelling?
Right off the bat, you can see this is not some standard form a lawyer cooked up. It's a really direct, and I mean urgent, plea for anyone to step in. It's all about a landlord-tenant dispute happening in Santa Clara, California. And the timing, that's absolutely crucial here. The author is writing this while literally on the brink of losing his home. So, to really get what's going on here, we have to talk about who wrote it. Who is this person, and what kind of pressure is he really under?
Well, the author is Professor Dr. Mohammed Ibrahimi Fayed, and he's writing this all by himself. He's not just any tenant, he's an academic, and he's going up against his landlord, the Irvine Company, and what he sees as a pretty hostile court system all alone.
Okay, and here's a really interesting detail. Dr. Fayed identifies himself as pro per. Now, that's a legal term, and it's super important for understanding everything else. Pro per means you're representing yourself in court without a lawyer. So just think about that for a second. He's trying to navigate this incredibly complex legal world with all its jargon and weird rules, stuff designed for lawyers, all by himself. That one detail changes everything. It turns this whole document into this huge, high-stakes battle against some pretty crazy odds.
All right, let's talk about maybe one of the most surprising parts of this whole thing, who he sent it to. Because when you see the audience list, you really see a strategy that is, well, pretty desperate.
So who was this letter for? I mean, sure, the main person is the Attorney General of California. That makes sense. But the list doesn't stop there. Oh no, it doesn't even come close.
And this just lays it all out. I mean, look at this list. It's kind of a flood the zone strategy, right? He's not just talking to the courts. He's sending this out to the governor, the Supreme Court, big banks, universities, credit bureaus, even the FTC and the BBB. And maybe the most powerful part? He's sent it to his own kids. He's casting this unbelievably wide net, basically trying to make sure someone, somewhere will listen.
So what's the core of his complaint? What is he actually saying is wrong here? It really boils down to three main points. Three really serious allegations that kind of build on top of each other.
Okay, first up, tenant rights violations. He claims his basic rights as a tenant have been just flat out ignored. And not just once. He says this has been going on for more than 19 months. So he's painting a picture of a long, drawn-out situation.
And he argues that these problems aren't just random bad luck. This brings us to his second big claim, and it's a huge one: racial discrimination. He believes the whole reason this is happening to him is because of discrimination. He's actually asking for a new hearing to prove it.
And then, once he's laid that groundwork, he goes for the system itself. That's his third point: court misconduct. He basically accuses the court of not playing by the rules. He says there was never a real trial, and he uses that really powerful phrase we saw at the beginning, calling the hearing a misleading procedural farce.
Okay, so with all these really heavy accusations on the table, what does Dr. Fayed actually want? What is he asking for? He's not just venting here. He has a very specific three-step plan of action.
So here they are. First, secure his rights. Second, provide him with alternative housing before he gets evicted. And third, hold a new hearing to prove the eviction was unjust. And what's crucial here is how he frames it. He's very clear that he's not asking for charity. He's demanding justice, the kind of justice he believes the Constitution guarantees him.
But after all the legal talk and the complaints about procedure, the letter ends with something really powerful. It just lays bare the human cost of all of this.
This line right here, it says it all. For him, this isn't just about an apartment. He sees getting evicted as, and these are his words, a physical annihilation. He feels it's the murder of his life's work, a total destruction of his academic career. The stakes for him could not be higher.
So, when you boil it all down, what is this document? It's one man trying to use words as his only weapon, his only shield, against a system he's convinced has completely failed him. And it really makes you wonder, right? In a fight for justice, what is the power of a single letter?
Can one person's voice, armed with just a piece of paper, really change anything against these huge institutions?